given what this video shows, sort of Donald Trump symbolically beating up a news organization, there has been a very swift reaction to it this morning. Really made the rounds on the Sunday talk shows here. A lot of commentators, a lot of journalists denouncing this tweet, saying that it's Donald Trump speaking out against the media, as he always does, but this time in a way that seems to be sort of an incitement of violence. That comment coming from commentators. No surprise, there's been an extremely strong reaction from Democratic Party leaders. We can show you a tweet from House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi that was posted a short while ago. Pelosi writing, "Violence and violent imagery to bully the press must be rejected. This July 4th, celebrate freedom of the press, guardians to our democracy." Now, again, no surprise, really, the Democrats would have a strong reaction to this latest attack on the media from Donald Trump. The more interesting thing to watch for will be what we see from Republican lawmakers. If you think back to this week, this Twitter spat that Donald Trump was having with the hosts of MSNBC, Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, a few Republican senators did come out and say that what he was tweeting was sort of belittling the office of the president. So it'll be interesting to see what we hear from the Republicans about this latest tweet. Before it was posted, there was a Republican senator on CNN, and he said generally that the fact that the president sort of characterizes the press as the enemy of the people is not helpful. But we have had some reaction from the administration itself already today. Homeland Security Advisor Tom Bossert was actually on TV when Trump tweeted this attack on CNN this morning, had to react to it live, and this is what he said about the president.
I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't. But I do think that he's beaten up in a way on cable platforms that he has a right to respond to.
A threat to anyone you don't...
More defense of the president, that's likely what we'll hear from the White House this week. And important to remember that these attacks on the media, the use of the term fake news, does play extremely well with Donald Trump's base.
So while there's a lot of focus on his recent tweets, it's actually a really big week ahead for Donald Trump. So what can you tell us about the president's schedule?
Well, that's right. He'll be heading to the G20 towards the end of this week, and he is expected to meet there with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, that will be a major meeting, a very closely watched meeting, given the backdrop of Russian election, meddling, the ongoing Russia investigation. So that is a major event coming up. And then domestically, there is still this ongoing battle over health care. Can the Republicans make some kind of action on that? So major things going on. And now, again, we have the president's Twitter habit sort of taking away the focus. And again, if you think back to last week, parts of Donald Trump's travel ban were put in place. The Republicans were able to push ahead on some anti-illegal immigration laws. But we were talking about, because of Donald Trump's Twitter habits, about the spat he was having with these cable TV news hosts. So again, Arthi, we have this case of Donald Trump's Twitter habits really taking all the attention away from his agenda and the Republican agenda more broadly.